The purpose of Skype, simply put, is to bring people together. There's the power of video. It's a window into the human side of all of us. It gives you a platform. I mean, it gives you an ability to affect, hundreds of millions of people.
We are truly, truly fortunate this morning to be able to be making a Skype call to speak with a Kenyan naturalist who is working with nobility in schools. Are you ready? Let's make the call.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes. Wonderfully.
Skype in the classroom, it's very much sort of a grassroots beginning. We noticed that teachers were talking about how they use Skype as a new way of actually thinking about education.
I've been teaching for a long time, and to me, school has never been about what goes on within four walls. It's always, how can we knock the walls of the school down? There's nothing that compares to being able to actually meet students and teachers and experts from someplace else in the world.
One of the most inspiring stories is between actually a school in Austin, who's actually is quite a drought-ridden place. They started working with a school in Kenya. Of course, the school in Kenya is experts in this area.
Well, what we've been doing is tree planting, and we came up with root harvesting so that they can harvest rainwater during the rain season.
That's cool.
Watching my students experience this was one of the most incredible moments for me as a teacher.
You can see them, you can see their facial expressions and them smiling when they talk. It's just like, oh my gosh. The kids in Kenya are just like we are.
After an experience like today, it's hard not to just think, wow, there are people out there who really want to better the world and are working for it. We can actually do something.
We took it to the next level and said, couldn't we help bring resources and projects together? It could be language teachers, for example, subject matter experts, but also things like co-teaching.
To have a platform like this where we can sign up and create a circle of learning, for me as a teacher, I can't ask for anything more.
There's a sort of theme that emerged, which was much bigger than just bringing people together. It was sort of breaking down not only time zones, but cultural barriers, literally shrinking them down. That's why Peace One Day is so powerful.
With the support of Skype, we have created a global education resource focused on Peace Day. And Skype is the best way of reaching out to young people around the world.
The thing that's most important about it is how do you educate people in general about peace? Well, it turns out, especially with kids, that they're very open. We could actually start to change the way people think about different cultures, no matter where you are in the world. It's amazing just how many people use Skype in different ways, and one of the greatest ones, I think, is what we did with the group of the UN that's focused on refugee camps. The UN had come to us to say, could we build a solution specifically for the aid workers? I think it really helps them have a sense of home and a sense of sort of being together when they're so far apart.
The first time I used Skype, I was in Yemen, and that was the first time I saw my son walking. That's, for me, it's always in my heart and my head. I will never forget.
I think the thing that's really unique, though, about Skype is that it's sort of the tip of the iceberg of what you could do with this. You see it playing out in all sorts of ways in the medical industry, education, actually that you could think about reuniting refugees themselves. But we have to be in the world of and we have to be a profitable and well-run organisation, and it has to give back. Just for us to play even a small part in affecting maybe a few people's lives, it then affects thousands of other people's lives. And to me, if we could achieve that, we've really achieved the goal of Skype.